Don't let your home go up in flames. The dangers of loose electrical connections. The unsung heroes of our homes. Electrical connections silently keep the lights on and the appliances humming. But like any workhorse, they can wear down and become loose over time. Loose electrical connections pose a serious threat to your safety and property, and it's crucial to understand the causes, risks, and how to identify them. The culprits behind loose connections. Several sneaky culprits can contribute to loose electrical connections. The silent thief, time and wear. Just like our bodies, electrical components age. Wires and terminals can weaken due to constant use and the natural expansion and contraction that occurs with temperature fluctuations. Installation issues, a flaw from the start. Faulty installations or repairs can leave connections compromised from the very beginning. The constant shakedown, movement and vibration. Think of loose outlets behind frequently bumped furniture or extension cords tugged on by playful pets. Constant movement or vibrations can loosen connections over time. The corrupter, corrosion, exposure to moisture or rust can weaken the metal parts of connections, increasing resistance and creating a recipe for trouble. Too much of a good thing, overload. Electrical systems have a capacity. Exceeding it with too much current or voltage can overheat wires and loosen connections. Loose connections, big problems. A loose connection acts like a bottleneck, hindering the smooth flow of electricity. This can lead to a cascade of problems. Overheating, restricted current flow creates heat, melting the insulation and exposing live wires, which can lead to electrical shock and fire hazards. Sparks and arcs, the tiny torch, electricity jumping gaps due to loose connections can ignite nearby flammable materials, like curtains or rugs, starting a fire. Short circuits, the troublemaker. Loose connections can cause shorts, where electricity takes an unintended path. This can damage equipment, trip circuit breakers, or worse, start a fire. Fires, the devastating outcome. According to the National Fire Protection Association, NEFPA, electrical failures or malfunctions were the second leading cause of home fires in the US from 2014 to 2018, and loose electrical connections were a major factor. Warning signs. How to spot a loose connection. Loose connections can be sneaky, but there are warning signs to watch out for. Flickering or dimming lights. The power struggle between a loose connection and the intended flow of electricity can cause lights to act erratically. Sparking or buzzing noises. Listen for electrical gremlins chatting away behind your walls. Sparking or buzzing sounds can indicate a loose connection trying to make contact. Hot or discolored outlets switches. Heat is a telltale sign of trouble brewing. Don't ignore hot or discolored outlets, switches, or light fixtures. Burning smells. Your nose might detect the electrical burning before it becomes a bigger issue. A burning smell can indicate overheating wires or components. Tripped breakers, blown fuses. These safeguards might be kicking in due to loose connections overloading the circuit. Taking action, safety first. If you suspect a loose connection, don't be a hero. Electrical work should be left to qualified professionals. However, you can take some initial steps. Turn off the power, safety first. Shut off the circuit breaker or remove the fuse to the affected area before attempting any inspection. Identify the problem. Visually, you can visually inspect outlets, switches, and light fixtures for signs of damage or looseness. Look for loose wires, scorch marks, or melted components. Leave the rest to the pros, ensuring long-term safety. Fixing loose electrical connections requires expertise and following safety codes. A qualified electrician can safely access and repair connections. They have the tools and knowledge to work with electricity safely, diagnose the problem, and make the necessary repairs. Identify the root cause. The electrician can not only fix the immediate issue but also identify underlying problems that might be causing loose connections or overloading the circuit. Ensure long-term safety. They'll make sure your electrical system is up to code and functioning properly, preventing future problems and keeping your home safe. A last word. By understanding the dangers of loose electrical connections and taking action when you suspect a problem, you can keep your home safe and prevent electrical fires. Remember, when it comes to electricity, it's always better to be safe than sorry.